It's MasterChef.
I am very competitive and I am out to try and win this.
2 expert judges to test them at the highest level.
We're looking for a great amateur cook who can make it as a professional. Someone who can turn out exceptional food.
I desperately want to be the one that makes it through.
This is one tough competition.
Somebody has to win MasterChef, so why not me?
Whoever wins, it'll change their life. Cooking doesn't get tougher than this.
These 6 contestants all want to become the next star restaurant chef. But only one will get through to the quarter-final. They face 3 tough tests. They have to invent a dish from scratch.
As a salad, would have been delicious. As a bowl of rice, no.
They have to survive the pressure of a professional kitchen.
Can you hurry up on that crab, please?
And impress the judges with their own recipes.
That's as near as you can get to getting a cuddle out of a bowl of food.
All in just 2 days.
You have the ability right now to be able to change your life. Let's cook.
It's the quick elimination test. Deciding which 3 stay are judges John Torode,
6 new contestants. Which one of them is going to have that special little spark that makes us stand up and take note?
and Gregg Wallace.
What I'm absolutely sure of is one great cook is going to come out of today.
The contestants have 40 minutes to invent a dish from any of today's ingredients, which include mackerel fillet, fennel, pancetta, cherry tomatoes, red onion, mint, risotto rice, and pine nuts. Recruitment manager Keith is hoping his love of food and inventive style will make him stand out in the competition.
You're very big, Keith.
I eat a lot.
When you're eating a lot, what do you eat?
I eat what I cook, basically, and that could be all sorts of things. I'm creative in the kitchen. I hope I am anyway.
You know, I'm just confident. I like cooking. I love experimenting, and I like people enjoying my food, and, you know, that's really what it's all about.
Police officer Sarah is ready to give up her life in the force to try and make a career in cooking.
I think life's about sometimes taking risks, and I think that if I have the opportunity to take a risk now, then I have to go for it, because sometimes an opportunity will only present itself once in your life.
Sarah, you've got a good job.
Yeah.
You've been doing it quite a long time.
Yeah.
Why suddenly you want to change your life?
I've always loved cooking, always been a big fan of it, having a laugh while I'm doing it, watching it, reading about it. I'm a bit obsessed, really, if I'm perfectly honest.
And is that your release from the everyday sort of chaos that you do in your police force?
Absolutely.
Media planner Mike is hoping his organised approach to cooking will help him produce a winning dish.
I like to keep things very tidy and things very ordered, so I prep everything into small bowls before I actually start cooking.
Mike, you look like a very disciplined man.
I like things very ordered, yes. Disciplined, I think, is a bit of a strong word.
Are you confident?
I think I am, yes.
We've got just 5 minutes left.
Laura, risotto?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I know the time scale, I know what flavours can go together. Hopefully, I want to be confident that I know that it's going to be cooked well. And you should stick with what you know, under pressure. Being a classical singer, I'm used to performing in front of thousands of people. That doesn't seem to faze me, but I'll be interested to see how I cope with this different sort of pressure today.
Ben's job as a hunting guide means he's used to cooking with the very freshest ingredients.
Because of my pastimes, which involve deer stalking and shooting and fishing, the real ingredients that excite me are the ones that I can go and get myself.
Ben, will we see good Scottish fare from you if you progress?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to make the most of my roots. My real passion is fantastic produce, and I want to put it on the platform that it deserves.
Are you nervous?
More than I should be, I think.
Elaine hopes her love of extravagant dinner parties will give her the edge in the competition.
I need to feed people. I quite happy to spend all day Saturday preparing a dinner for 8, and that is just such a good way to spend a weekend.
Elaine, risotto?
Yeah. If you're doing risotto, why have we got a little tomato salad?
Well, I'm also going to do the fennel cream sauce to go with the pan-fried mackerel with a little tomato salad on the side.
You can only give us one dish.
Ah! We'll forget that. I'll eat that later.
Guys, you got 1 minute. Get it on those plates, please. That's it, finished.
First up is recruitment manager Keith, who hopes to impress with mackerel with potato salad and tomato salsa.
I like the mackerel laid with the cherry tomatoes on the top, but I don't see how you can make a potato salad match a salsa.
The flavours in your salsa are absolutely right. With the potato salad and the mayonnaise, really lovely. And then suddenly this oily fish comes in and kicks you right in the back of your throat. I think you cook. I think you tried too hard.
Police officer Sarah is serving up mackerel with salsa verde on potatoes with a tomato salad.
Your fish is cooked very well, your potatoes are cooked very well. I think some of your matching up's a bit weird, but there's some powerful flavours coming off in there.
The salsa verde is really powerful. Lots and lots of flavours in there. The fish is rich and oily. I think it's very, very good indeed.
Thank you.
Hunting guide Ben hopes that his nerves haven't wrecked his mackerel with potatoes and tomato salsa.
The way that you were shaking meant your dish was never going to be elegant because you couldn't control your hands getting your food on your plate. The dish is all about those tomatoes. The fish is just there, and the potatoes don't have a lot of flavour about them.
It looks like, to me, you've boiled some potatoes, sliced up some tomatoes and put the fish on the top. Tough day for you, Ben.
Yeah.
Classical singer Laura is sticking with what she knows, risotto with pancetta and artichoke.
What you've done, which is criminal, is you've added cream to a risotto. That washes away any flavour the rice may have, but it's too wishy-washy.
Fair enough.
Crispy bacon, artichokes and pine nuts are really nice flavours. As a salad, with a bit of endive, it would have been delicious. As a bowl of rice, no.
Will media planner Mike's organisation pay off? He's made grilled mackerel on a Mediterranean salad with sauté potatoes.
It is a funny combination, salad and chips. Your potatoes are nicely cooked and well seasoned. They don't sit well with the sweetness of your salad. It's OK.
I think you pack that salad with lots of great flavours. It goes really nicely with that fish. The potatoes go very well with the fish, but all three together, I'm not quite sure.
Elaine made risotto as well as mackerel with a fennel cream sauce, but she's decided not to serve the risotto. Has she made the right decision?
If you had done lemon risotto on the side of it, I would have had to get a doctor in here and give you a medical check. Because the idea of putting a risotto on the side of a piece of fish with a fennel sauce and tomatoes is pure madness. Okay. The concentrated sweetness of those little roast tomatoes is delicious against the fennel. A little bit too much cream sauce in there and it's going a bit creamy mackerel.
It's sweet tomato, it's aniseed fennel, and it's oily mackerel. It's nearly very good.
Greg and I need to make a decision.
Off you go.
Interesting that MasterChef always brings out people's nerves. But we do get to see a glimmer of a good cook. Ben.
Oh, he was so scared. I don't think he really knew what to do. He fried the mackerel and he boiled some potatoes. Then he sliced up some tomatoes, and that's all he did.
The guy probably does cook. He hasn't demonstrated the cookery skill today.
Ben's gone.
Let's talk about Laura.
No, what really worried me about Laura is that she went for the risotto because she said that's where she felt the safest. Yet she made a real hash of it. It wasn't built around any particular flavour. She put cream through it, which is just sacrilege.
I think I did myself a huge injustice today. I panicked, I used the wrong ingredients, but that's the way it goes.
I think we're agreed that Laura goes home. Sarah.
Yeah.
There she was, making a decent salsa verde. I found it really refreshing. The potatoes with those onions and all the flavours that went in with it. It was a good, flavoursome dish.
It's good, hearty fare. No, I like her way of cooking.
I hope I've done okay. But I did my best under the circumstances and I really, really enjoyed it.
She has the energy, she knows exactly what she's going to do. I think the girls should be going through. I think that Keith tried a little bit too hard. But he did make a mayonnaise, he made a really tasty little tomato salad went on the side, his salsa, and he cooked the fish very, very well.
They didn't go together, but I reckon the guy cooks, you know.
I think that Keith should stay.
Good.
Ben and Laura out, Sarah and Keith in. That leaves us with Elaine and Mike. The thing about Elaine was the amount of cream that went into that fennel washed out the flavour of the mackerel. What she really spent all the time on was that risotto.
That mackerel with the fennel sauce and tomatoes should have been wonderful. If she hadn't have attempted the risotto at the same time, she'd have been the first one on our list.
Then you've got Mike. He's a confident guy and he listens. Every component part of his dish was very, very good. The sautéed potatoes were seasoned and crispy and really tasty. The salad was sweet and sour and really well made, and the fish was cooked beautifully.
But chips and salad, we basically got there, John.
They didn't like the way I matched my food. And hopefully they can see beyond that and actually see that I can go further in this competition.
You look at Elaine. Fennel sauce, mackerel, tomatoes, that's right. Look at your boy Mike. Mackerel, salad, sautéed potatoes. It's wrong.
Who's going to be? Sarah, you're cooking tomorrow. Laura, Ben, guys, I'm sorry you're leaving us. Thank you very much. Keith, you're staying with us. Well done. So that leaves us now with Elaine or Mike. Congratulations, Mike, you're staying with us. Sorry, Elaine. Thank you very much.
It's been a fantastic day, and I've got what I wanted initially to get through to the next round.
It's been an incredibly nerve-wracking day for me today, and hopefully tomorrow it'll be a little bit easier.
I am quite overwhelmed today. It's been terrifying, exciting, interesting, all in equal measure, but it's been fun as well.
For the moment, they can relax, but tomorrow the pressure's on as they face two more daunting tests. It's early morning on day 2, and the contestants arrive at the Larder, in the heart of London, serving modern European cuisine. Head chef Nick Mayle is looking for absolute professionalism.
It's all about speed and just concentrate on what you're doing and job in hand. Right, boys, let's get some food out, please.
Police officer Sarah is making crab linguine with courgette, leek and tarragon.
OK, check on, please. No starters, 1 crab linguine.
Yes, chef.
The orders flood in, and Sarah's police training means she's focused and immediately takes to the kitchen environment.
Linguine, please.
Yes, chef.
How
1
long?
minute.
1.
30 seconds, actually. Excuse me, mind your backs, please. Chef, 1 large linguine.
Very nice, Sarah, thank you. 2 monkfish, Keith.
Recruitment manager Keith's dish is monkfish, sage and parma ham with a warm potato salad.
How long on the monkfish, Keith?
It's just coming, chef.
Working slowly but surely, he gets off to a good start, and his dishes pass chef's inspection.
Well, chef.
Nice, lovely.
Media planner Mike is making roast salmon with mussels and a coriander and mint dressing. But while the others are busy working, he waits.
Check on 2 applewood, 2 Barnsley.
And waits.
1 duck, 1 beans, 1 chips.
And waits.
Come.
With no way to prove his abilities, Mike is determined that at least his workstation looks tidy.
This is the neatest service area in the entire restaurant.
2 monkfish.
Yes, chef.
More orders come in, and Keith is busily getting his dishes prepared. But he's so involved in his work that he's forgotten to tell Chef one essential thing.
1 large moules, 3 monkfish, Keith.
Chef?
Yeah.
So there's only 1 monkfish left, chef, sorry.
Thank you. 1 monkfish left.
No, that's without the 3.
You can't do that 3.
Sorry, there was only 1 left. Sorry, chef.
Keith, I need to know this.
Sorry, chef.
Keith, this has dropped us in the this has. I've got another 3 monkfish coming through. I need to know, basically, we've sold 5 monkfish more than what we've got. So we've got 5 unhappy customers out there.
The 3 monkfish has changed too. 1 crab linguine and 2 duck salad.
Keith's mistake means that as the reordered checks come back in, the kitchen is thrown into chaos.
I need a fancy chop, mate, and garnish, please, as soon as you can. And then I want a confit of duck and garnish. Keith, can you do that 1 monkfish?
Yes, chef.
You sure?
Under the pressure, Keith loses his confidence.
I've got 2 on. Chef, I've got 2 on. Do I need 1 on? Excuse me, chef. I didn't realise it was going to be this intense. There's lots going on, and I'm trying to take it all in.
Check on, please. 1 salmon, no mussels.
Yes, chef.
Meanwhile, due to the lack of monkfish, the customers start ordering Mike's salmon. He sets about making his dishes with care and precision and turns out professional quality plates of food.
2 salmon.
It's very nice, mate. Very nice. Have you tasted it?
Yes, very
good.
nice. So far, I've had 3 checks and I haven't got 1 sent back, so I want to make sure that I continue that trend.
Can you hurry up on that crab, please, Sarah?
Yeah, 30 seconds, chef.
As service continues, Sarah is feeling the pressure and not all of her plates are up to standard.
Just watch the portion size on this one, please, Sarah. A little bit less next time, please.
Thank you, chef. Sorry, chef.
But she's determined and is soon turning out high-quality dishes at a furious pace.
I'm absolutely loving every single minute of it. Woohoo!
Keep going.
Hey, try and stop me.
After a hot service, the contestants finally manage to rest, as John and Gregg meet head chef Nick to find out how they got on.
Hopefully that was fantastic for our contestants, but how was it for you?
It was interesting, shall we say.
Tell us about Sarah during service.
Sarah did very well. She was by far the busiest person in there. She coped, she kept her head down, and she just got on with it.
What about Mike?
Mike was very strong, he was very clean, he was very organised, and I think he did very well.
What about Keith?
Unfortunately, he let himself down when he didn't tell me when he was getting low on monkfish, so consequently there was a bit of a problem.
If you had to work with one of our guys again, who would you have?
I would say Sarah, because she got stuck in there and she just didn't give up.
Now they're straight back to MasterChef HQ to cook their best 2-course meal. Yesterday, media planner Mike's flavours didn't mix, but he showed technical ability and flair in the pro kitchen. Can he now prove to the judges that he really knows how to produce beautiful plates of food? Recruitment manager Keith's mackerel and salsa impressed, but after making a crucial mistake in the restaurant, he really has to pull out all the stops if he's to secure a quarter-final place. Police officer Sarah's dish was the judge's favourite, and she really proved her endurance under pressure. Can she make it 3 in a row and walk away the winner?
1 hour, 1 quarter-final place. Let's cook.
They have just 1 hour to cook a 2-course meal of their own design. Only one will win a place in the quarter-final. Mike needs to prove that he can balance his flavour combinations.
I'm going to do grilled halloumi with roast cherry tomatoes on rocket with a honey and garlic dressing.
Now look, all you're doing is warming up a little bit of halloumi and making a salad dressing.
Yes. I was hoping to illustrate to you guys that I can do certain flavours, and for mains we're going to do a pan-fried pork loin, because I'm going to do a rarebit topping on top.
You've eaten this, have you? Cheesy pig?
Yes, it does seem to work.
I think the idea of the salad's a lovely one, but that main course with cheese on top of a piece of pork with red cabbage and, oh, I don't know, too much.
Sarah is staying close to her Lancashire roots and cooking traditional hearty dishes.
I'm going to make roast loin of lamb on hot pot vegetables and then melting chocolate and raspberry pudding with cream.
You have a pretty stressful job.
Yes.
Do you think that helps you cope with the pressure here?
I think it does. What I call pressure is when I was on a murder investigation team, but you've got to try and keep a professional head on your shoulders, because if you don't, you've lost the plot, really.
This competition's pretty tough. I don't think it's quite that tough. Sarah is actually turning quite inspired. Simple, interesting food.
But how's it going to look? Because this lady does not do smart, elegant cooking.
Keith is working on 2 traditional dishes with a twist.
For a main course, pan-fried calf's liver with a bubble and squeak, followed by a pear wrapped in filo pastry stuffed with orange and chocolate.
These dishes of yours,
Yeah.
Keith, they're hearty.
Yeah.
Is it showing any finesse at all?
The size of me, I haven't got a great deal of finesse about me, but I hope you'll think that there is a bit of finesse in it, yeah.
The pear? Why has it got to have orange and phyllo pastry? I don't know. I think he's over-egging the pudding without using any eggs.
Guys, 1 minute. Down your tools, please. Time is up.
Can Mike prove that he's able to balance flavours with his grilled halloumi with roast tomatoes, rocket and honey dressing, followed by pork with rarebit crust, mash, red cabbage and sage?
It is absolutely delicious because it's sweet with honey, it's sweet with tomato, there's the salty cheese and the peppery rocket. But it is so outrageously simple.
The fragrance of the honey and the sherry vinegar, the concentrated acidity of those tomatoes, then the crunch and the texture that goes with the halloumi. It's a very well assembled dish.
And we bring in the main. This feels firm, this pork. Very firm. How interesting. Because I looked at it, I thought, cheese, cabbage, sage. What's the boy doing? But actually, the flavours are fantastic.
The star of your show, that red cabbage, is beautifully delicious with the fennel seed, and the mashed potato is beautifully made. But your pork is really, really overcooked. I think you're so close to doing very, very well here.
Can Sarah show refinement as well as flavour with her British-inspired roast loin of lamb hot pot, vegetables and a pea and mint dressing, followed by a melting chocolate and raspberry pudding?
Is it something that your favourite aunt makes you, or is it something that a MasterChef champion does?
I think that's something a MasterChef champion does.
Soft, beautifully cooked, packed full of flavour. That's as near as you can get to getting a cuddle out of a bowl of food.
Before it even hits your lips, you know it's going to be delicious. The textures are fantastic, the silver skin onions are nice and rich. I think that's absolutely beautiful. Seriously, absolutely beautiful. I think the lamb is the softest, most tender, flavoursome piece of lamb I've eaten in a very long time. Good on you. Okay.
Nobody's ever said anything that nice. They said nice things, but not like that.
Delicious. Your chocolate's very, very rich, very, very, very sweet. You can just get a little tiny bit of that rum, that alcohol. No, it's good.
Thank you.
Appearance, again, is obviously your shortcoming. Oh, I just got the rum. Flavour's fantastic. It's all a little bit too gooey.
OK.
But, Gore, you cook from the heart.
Will Keith's traditional with a twist approach pay off? He's making calf's liver, bubble and squeak and a red onion marmalade, followed by phyllo-wrapped pear stuffed with chocolate and orange.
The lovely saltiness of the bacon and the strength and iron of the liver, it's great. But 4/5 of it is that sharp acidity with that red onion.
Okay.
Firstly, I get the saltiness of that bacon, then I get the saltiness of that bubble and squeak cake. Then it's the vinegar. But actually, what stays with you the most is salt.
Bring in the pudding. Look, I'm scared of that, and I love my puddings. That's enormous. Lots of pastry, which hasn't got any flavour at all.
Yeah.
By the time you get down to the juicy pear, which is supposed to be the star of the show, it's virtually all over.
Okay.
I don't mind the acidity of orange with chocolate, but the filet pastry's gone solid, and it's actually making what could be really something very delicious into something a bit bizarre.
Yep.
Thank you. Off you go.
Well done, Sarah. Well done, Mike. Well done, mate.
John, all three of them are given absolutely everything to this competition. Keith is the weak one out of the three. He hasn't got any subtlety in his food at all. The sharpness on those red onions overpowered his liver and his bubble and squeak completely. And then that great big pastry pear pudding was scaring even me.
I like the flavour of the chocolate and the orange in there, but it wasn't right as a dessert.
I think I've cooked to the best of my ability as I am now, but I think if I was to cook the same stuff tomorrow, I think it would be different.
Keith goes, and let's keep this debate between Mike and Sarah.
I agree. Shall we have a little chat about Mike? These combinations today were right. Mashed potato, cabbage, fennel, the lovely sauce that went with it, the pork, and actually the mustard and cheese crust over the top of it. But that piece of pork was about as dry as a dry thing on Drysville.
The guy's got the courage of his convictions. He came on here and griddled the halloumi and put the dressing on because he knew that that was enough. He has the palate and he has the confidence to go with it. John, he is a natural.
Having Gregg and John say that they think that I can work flavours well, I'm so much more eager and determined to actually go further in this competition.
Sarah.
I love the flavour of her nearly hot pot. It doesn't look like championship-winning food. Neither did her chocolate pudding with the raspberries.
I would like to refine my food a bit more, but I don't want to remove it from what it means to me.
I really love that style of food. The lamb was the softest lamb I've eaten in a very long time. I like the flavour of that pudding with the rich chocolate, the rum, which got your really lovely warmth in the back of your throat. I think that Sarah is a fantastic cook in the making.
Mike's the one, John. Really, honestly, in your heart, who should it be?
Our quarter-finalist. Is Sarah. Congratulations.
I'm going to take away an awful lot from this experience and use it to, you know, to my benefit in the future.
I will have my dream soon, I hope. It's just, may take a little bit longer.
Absolutely stunned, absolutely over the moon. Over the moon. I never thought I'd be in the quarter-final of MasterChef. Oh, it's amazing.
Sarah will be back for the quarter-final, where she'll face 3 other exceptional cooks.